prepared here. Well, this morning when I got up, shortly after my video posted, well, a couple hours after my video posted, I was doing as much searching around as I possibly could to see if there's been any attacks on that Zaporozhye nuclear power plant over in Europe. See if anything popped off like everybody says it was going to. And I haven't found anything on that yet. However, my cousin actually reached out to me, and I haven't spoken to her in years. Not due to anything bad, I just haven't spoken to her in years. Anyway, she managed to get a hold of me. Apparently she's been watching my videos, and I hadn't known about it. And so she works for a health department. And basically, they've been issued orders and supplies in order to deal with gamma radiation, nuclear poisoning, things of that nature. And they've been ordered to have basically like a contingency plan, a strategy, a worst case scenario plan, which is kind of weird. Not really sure why that would happen. Unless they know something we don't. I mean, we are closer to nuclear war than we've ever been before, so it's hard telling, guys. I mean, at this stage of the game, anything's possible. And keep in mind, just because the attack didn't happen on that nuclear power plant like everybody had expected on the 4th/5th, doesn't mean it's still not going to happen. Not really sure what's going to happen. I guess we'll wait until the 11th or 12th and see what's happening then. Well, that's kind of what made me want to make this video today, guys, is because, oh, thank God that car is pulling off. Man, he's driving slow as shit. But, I wanted to make this video because, I mean, I know I preach all the time, okay, stock up on your beans and rice and your water and your pet food and your, you know, your face masks or whatever, in case there's a nuclear event. But what I don't touch on very much is what to do if we do have some sort of nuclear exchange here on U.S. soil. Well, the first thing you guys can do is you guys can right now, while we still have it, get on the internet and look up nuclear fallout map. It's an interactive map. You can basically, it's a picture of the whole, or, you know, it's got all the whole U.S. on there. And you can drop a pin in any location, anywhere you want throughout the United States, and it will basically show you the fallout field. Now, if we do have some sort of nuclear exchange here on U.S. soil, I mean, if you're at ground zero, there's nothing you're going to do. You're going to be instantly vaporized, pretty much. I think the safe zone is like 10-15 miles away from it, as far as the blast is concerned. But you're still going to have a lot of nuclear fallout. Once you get 20, 30, 40, 50 miles away, you're a little safer. If you're 100 miles away, obviously you're a lot safer. But I challenge you guys, get online, go to that interactive nuclear fallout map. You might have to search a couple different ones because I can't remember the exact name of it right offhand. But I was playing with it a couple months back, and it's actually pretty interesting. You can choose different, you know, bomb sizes and you know, I don't know all the lingo, and I'm not hip to everything like, you know, Canadian prepper and full spectrum survival. You know, I don't know all the stuff like they know it. As far as like, you know, does Russia have like a 2 kiloton bomb, or you know what I mean? I don't know the bomb size, whatever. All I know is what I've looked up and how to stay safe and how to keep my family safe. And really, that's all I care about. I've looked up, you know, potential targets if there is a nuclear exchange here on the U.S. soil to see if my town is relatively safe, so to speak, or should I sell my house and move to another location, because I would have. You know, like Chicago, Illinois, I guess that's a target, supposedly. New York's a target, supposedly. Atlanta, Georgia, San Francisco, California, and I think there's 1 or 2 others that are Washington, D.C., and there's 1 or 2 other ones. If you look up, you know, who Russia claims is a target. Anyway, so I was looking that up, and I was like, all right. So I looked up where the hot zones are, or, you know, the main targets, so to speak. And then I was like, all right, well, if I drop a nuke on, you know, since I'm in Michigan, if a nuke landed in Chicago, am I still safe? Even though I'm only like, what, 2 hours away from the Michigan-Illinois border? So I looked it up, and because of the wind currents, it skims right under me. So basically what I'm getting at is I know that if I'm at home and a nuke falls, I'm not in the immediate blast radius. However, we're probably going to have some ash. We're probably going to have a little heat, you know, from the nuclear fallout, explosion, whatever. I know we're going to have to wear our masks. I know we're going to have to take our IOSAT tablets and our Apple Pectin. I know we're going to have to get shit packed in a hurry, which I'm prepared for. And I know we're going to have to get the hell out of Dodge and boogie north is literally as fast as we can. To try to get, you know, further away from any sort of blasphemy from this potential nuclear war that we're facing. But what do you guys do in case something actually goes off? If you guys don't have a place to go, well, the best thing to do if you have a basement is to be on the lowest floor of your house. Being in your basement is your best bet, because you have, you know, walls that are underground. Hopefully you don't have a basement on a hill or anything. Hopefully it's all buried. But the best place to be is in a basement. You don't want to be on your top floor because radiation can leak through wood and shingles and even tin roofing, and it can leak through. So that's, if you can imagine your roof as being like a filter, your roof is going to filter out some, then your main level is going to filter out some, and then you got the basement. So basically your basement, again, is your safest bet. After about 3 to 4 days to a week, you can come out of your basement. So if you guys are going to put supplies anywhere and you got a basement, that's where I would suggest to put them, is in your basement. And you just make a fallout plan with your family. Now, what do you do to like secure your home? Well, if it's summertime, it's going to be pure hell. Okay? There's just no way around it. It's going to be hot. It's going to be miserable. Hopefully the fact that you're in your basement, hopefully you got some tree cover over your house. Hopefully that's all in the works for you guys. I know a lot of houses are just out in the open and sun beats down on the roof 24, well, not 24/7, of course, but you know what I mean, for 12, 14 hours a day while the sun's out. But the one thing you guys can stock up on now, besides your beans and rice and your canned meats and your water and your pet food, would be rolls of plastic. And even, well, you don't really want the cheapest duct tape out there. You don't want dollar store brand duct tape. But I would stock up on several rolls of maybe Gorilla Tape, maybe, I don't know, you can go to like the hardware store and pick up drop cloths, you know, for like painters. They put that sheeting down on the floor so you don't drip paint on the floors or whatever. But they're called a drop cloth. It's actually cheaper than rolls of plastic, believe it or not, but you can get drop cloth in plastic form. So I would go pick some of that up. And basically, if you're more than 50 miles away from a nuclear strike, as soon as you know it goes off, what I would do is immediately grab your plastic, grab your tape. Tape up your doors first. 90% of the time, most people's doors, because they're used all the time, multiple times a day, will leak more air than like a closed window will, you know what I mean? So, tape off your doors first. Walk around your house now and identify any areas, where it may be drafty. You're eventually going to want to tape off all the windows, all the doors, and if you got one of those vents in your bathroom, when you turn on the light, there's two switches. One's for the fan, one's for the light. Tape off that vent too. You may not have to put plastic over it, but tape it off. You want to keep as much of that dust and debris outside as possible. You don't want it leaking through the cracks of your house, the cracks in your windows, the cracks in your doors. So my suggestion would be figure out how much plastic you need, go out and buy it. You could get by with scissors, but I would recommend a brand new razor knife that you could easily slice through the plastic with. So basically what I would do is I'd throw the plastic up against my door, maybe a couple staples to hold it in place, cut it the length of the door, hand the plastic off to somebody else, have that other person go do the other door. While you're finishing this one off, hurry up, tape it up, tape over your staples. So I would definitely, in like a bag, I would have all your plastic. I would have a razor knife, a brand new one, put it in there, don't touch it, and several rolls of tape. You know, if nothing happens in the next 6 months to a year, if everything simmers down and all this war, nuclear threat bullcrap goes away, use it to make a greenhouse for a garden. I don't know. Use it to make a pond out front for like little koi fish or something. I don't know. But it's definitely not a bad investment, guys. I would definitely have some plastic and some tape. Seal off your house as good as possible. So yeah, that's about all I got for you guys today. So I'm sorry it's not much, but it was something that's been on my mind, something I've been thinking about, and I figured I'd bring it to you guys. I'm ready in the worst case scenario, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus I'm far enough away, plus I don't plan on staying home anyway. I think I showed a picture of my trailer to you guys a while back, and I got that thing ready to go. All I got to do is toss a couple things into it, and bam, she's done. And actually, I've thought about converting my trailer, my bug out trailer, into a mobile power bank, because it's got a topper on it, okay? I was going to use it as like a what do you call it, a mobile hunting shack, something I can tow with my truck and just park it pretty much anywhere I want on people's property, you know, with permission, of course. But I'm thinking about mounting all my solar panels onto the topper up top, and then I don't know if I want to mount the batteries underneath or on the tongue or what I want to do. But then right by one of the windows on the topper, I want to mount my power inverter. That way it's pretty much like a mobile power bank. When I hook that to my truck, I'm going to have all the power I need. As far as my camper goes, I'm going to buy a couple more batteries and just use my my generator to charge the batteries whenever they go dead, or else I can plug them in, plug the camper into my truck, and my truck will charge the batteries too. But for now, I'm thinking a mobile power bank is probably my best bet. Plus, if I need power to my camper, I can just run a set of jumper cables to the power connectors on my camper to the battery bank on my other trailer, and I'm good to go. You know what I mean? So, and the reason why I don't mount everything on my camper is because it's big, it's hard to maneuver. It is one of my bug out plans. However, I have multiple bug out plans. The trailer is another plan, my smaller trailer, because I can get that more places, and I can live inside it if I need to. If I really needed to. It sucked, but I can do it. So anyway, guys, yes, plastic tape, a razor knife. Figure out how much plastic you're going to need. Stick that away in a tote with the razor knife and tape, and just forget about it for now. But know where it is in case something happens. But that's all I got for you guys today. I'll try to be back tomorrow, and I'm trying to come up with some creative content with you guys, but things just ain't working in my favor as far as getting that done for y'all. But anyway, like I said, that's all I got. So until next time, please keep your heads on a swivel. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, hitting that like button's really going to help this out and help me get out there. At this stage of the game, I really am trying to grow this channel, so I'm going to try to stay up to date with content for you guys. But love y'all. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Until next time, Michigan Prepared out.